Should that roof have been secure, period?
That building in particular has a sloped roof at its highest point. And so, there's a safety factor that would be considered there, that we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof. And so, the decision was made to secure the building from inside.
Truth, are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more f***ed up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss.
Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. My name is Matthew Spear, and that is Still Point, the Don't Unfriend Me band. We love them to death. Absolutely the greatest. We love that they do our music for the show. Sloped roofs? If only we had Secret Service that traversed more than sloped roofs. If only we had a situation where the Secret Service was on a sloped roof, even during that day. This just gets weirder and weirder. Interesting, right before I started recording this show, they just released on Fox News that the parents of the shooter had called the police Saturday morning, right before the rally. And nothing was done. We're talking about assassination attempts, sloped roofs, and of course, the Secret Service. But let's not deal with this in the dry, dull way others might. No, we're here to dive into the mess with the wit and satire it is so richly deserving of. So here's the setup. Donald Trump Jr. recently appeared on Fox News with Sean Hannity to call out the Secret Service director, Kimberly Cheadle, for her comments about the dangers of a sloped roof. According to Cheadle, the slope of the roof used by the shooter during Trump's rally posed a safety factor that prevented agents from being on top of the building. Now, I don't know about you, but if the Secret Service, our elite bodyguards, are scared of a little roof pitch, we've got problems, more problems than we thought. First off, let's talk about the real experts in roof traversal, illegal workers. From roofing companies all over the country like Valor Home, these guys are up there every day, come rain or shine, navigating those roofs with the agility of mountain goats. And they do it all while showcasing their patriotism in commercials. And if they can handle it, what excuse does the Secret Service have? More illegals are going to be available for all those roofing companies. Everyone should just relax because Joe Biden is making sure of that. And then there's Santa Claus. Here's a guy not exactly in peak physical condition, mind you. He's on the wrong side of chubby. Yet every Christmas, he manages to climb down chimneys and visit billions of homes in a single night. If Santa can manage this feat without complaining about roof pitch, surely our highly trained Secret Service agents can figure it out. Right? Speaking of holiday heroes, let's not forget Clark Griswold. The man had the most spectacular Christmas light display in 12 counties. He scaled his roof, risking his life and limb, all for the sake of holiday cheer. If Clark can handle it, why are we worried about our elite agents managing a slightly sloped rooftop of 5 degrees? Now, let's talk about the real heroes of suburbia, dad bods in December. These dads with their flip-flops, mismatched shorts, and a beer koozie in hand manage to scramble onto roofs to hang holiday decorations every year by the millions. They do it without tactical gear, sandbags, helmets, or harnesses. If they can handle it, why can't our elite agents? And here's a kicker. Ninjas. Yes, ninjas. These shadowy figures can silently scale roofs and emerge from the darkness if you so much as think about ripping off mattress tags or neglecting a parking ticket. If ninjas can master this ancient art, surely our Secret Service can handle a bit of rooftop duty. But wait, there's more. Since Director Cheadle has effectively grounded our rooftop agents, let's see what other elite forces have to say about their newfound limitations. The Navy SEALs have decided that they no longer want to get wet, ever. They'd also like to throw in another one about sand and never have to deal with it again at all costs. They're not optimistic about the last request, but they figured it was worth a shot. Who needs all that swimming and beach landing anyway? The U.S. Army airborne units will no longer jump out of planes because, well, heights. They'll be replacing their jump wings with horizontal tampons instead. I mean, who in their right mind wants to jump out of a perfectly good airplane anyway? I was young. The Navy is requesting shore duty indefinitely as well. I mean, who wants to risk the ocean, right? It's big, it's wet, and there are sharks out there. Better safe than sorry. The Air Force, Well, let's face it, those guys have it cushy anyway. Their biggest challenge is deciding what toppings to put on their pizza and how many holes to play in the morning golf round. They're not even going to pretend to be affected by this roof nonsense at all. The Marines? And they just want more green crayons. Mongo want more green crayons. Let's keep them happy and well fed with their favorite afternoon, nighttime, morning, and everyday snack. The Coast Guard? They aren't really the military. They would like to officially apply for membership if it's possible. They've been guarding coasts for years, but now they want to get in on the real action. They're tired of just playing lifeguard. Is this the state of our elite forces now? Is this the expectations that we've set for them? Are we really at the point where a slight slope on a roof is enough to thwart our best and brightest? It's laughable. And it begs the question, what's next? Are we going to start issuing them bubble wrap and training wheels? It's almost like we would hire women just to fill a quota. How insane. But there's a deeper issue here. Once again, we have women in a position of power, and once again, we see the results. Kimberly Cheadle couldn't stop a 20-year-old pimple-faced dipshit from taking a shot at the president. What makes anyone think she could handle a genuine threat from a professional? This isn't just about the rooftops or political correctness. It's about the fundamental need for competence and accountability and leadership. We can't afford to let our nation's security be compromised by flimsy excuses and inadequate measures. The protection of our leaders, and by extension our republic, demands the utmost dedication and bravery. I'm not here to bag on the Secret Service. I'm here to go ahead and question the results. And it's a sad state of affairs, folks. Our nation's security is being compromised by stooped roofs and political correctness. Maybe it's time we rethink who we put in charge of these critical roles. Maybe somebody who's a professional versus a DEI hire. Because at the end of the day, if we can't trust them to handle a simple roof, how can we trust them to handle real threats? And let's not forget the aftermath. A bullet grazed Trump's ear, and he showed up at the RNC with a bandage, still in great spirits and ready to fight for America. Meanwhile, Trump Jr. is out here calling out the absurdity of the Secret Service's excuses, and rightly so. It's divine intervention, he says, and maybe it is. Or maybe it's just a reminder that we need competent leadership at all levels. So that's where we're at, folks. Our elite forces are being led by those who can't even manage a basic security detail. It's time to demand better, hold those in power accountable, and never settle for excuses. If a fiddler can dance on the roof without falling off, then our best and brightest should be able to handle a rooftop assignment. Until next time, stay sharp, stay critical, and never let the absurdity of our leaders off the hook. My name is Matthew Spear. This is The DUM Show, 7 o'clock tonight. We will see you then. Please stop by, say hello, bring a friend, and come see us live. We'll have Olivia, myself, and Amy on. We'll bring you a jam-packed show, more coverage from the RNC, and craziness as it unfolds. See you then.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, Olivia, and Mike. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on the Spreely.tv network and all major social media channels at The DUM Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.